It's can be a little hard to try to capture everything that Reed was in a nutshell like this, because he was this incredible person and an incredible educator. Reed was the type of person that walked into school every day with a smile on his face. He loved children, children loved him, and he loved learning. So that made him an absolute, just perfect fit for our school, for Acera. Um, I still remember the first time that Reed started Construction Corner, which was sort of the antecedent to the workshop that we have now. Um, and it was this little, literally a corner of the basement of the church that we were in at the time. And the kids just flocked to that corner and they wanted to do any of the projects that Reed had for them. I remember, he would teach kids how to saw for the first time. He was a firm believer in giving kids real life experiences and, not giving them quote unquote super safe, like a lot of schools are just doing like, do a worksheet about this thing. Reed actually wanted to give these kids the experiences that had formed him as a young person that were important to him. Um, I remember one of our coworkers at the time referred to Reed as Mr. Sparkles, it was the perfect nickname because he really did bring his whole self to his classes and to his relationship with children, um, and really there were so many sides of Reed that he brought, whether it was obviously his love of woodworking, his love of mathematics, his love of the brain and neuroscience, mindfulness, science, doing science experiments. He really was the definition of, someone who loved hands-on learning and who gave that to children. And as far as, when I think of the Reed Hollett Enrichment Scholarship Fund, I really think of that word enrichment. And I think about, we hear that word all the time. We sort of just take it for granted. It's an after school program, but really, to truly enrich a child's life is to make an impression on them and to, open their mind to something new, whether it's, something new that they're learning, a different concept, something new about themselves, right? So I think that Reed really did enrich children's lives. So to me, it is just a perfect fit that we have the scholarship fund. And also that Reed wanted all children to have access to this type of learning. He was also passionate about that. So it's wonderful that we have this enrichment fund, and I think it really does honor Reed's legacy of what he would have wanted for the children that he was teaching and for future generations of children at Acera.